Hello kids, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to start a new series, ICT for grade 7. I'm Ashraf Yusuf and I'll be your instructor for this series. In this series, we'll be following your grade 7 school textbook and we'll start with Unit 1, Central Processing Unit. The Central Processing Unit, also known as the CPU. CPU is the acronym for the Central Processing Unit. The CPU is sometimes called as a processor or microprocessor. First, I will summarize what we will be learning in this unit so it will be easy for you to understand and remember. This unit has been divided into 3 sections, and the section 1, identifying the central processing unit. Under this section, there are 3 subsections, and the first one, what is the central processing unit? Main function of the central processing unit. And third, location of the CPU. And section 2, identifying components of the central processing unit. Components mean parts. So there are 3 main parts in the CPU, and the first one is ALU. ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit. Second one, CU. CU stands for control unit. And third, memory registers. Section 3, evolution of the central processing unit. That is, how does the CPU have evolved since it was first invented in 1940s in terms of electronic technology used, power consumption, size of the computer, execution speed, that is how fast CPU can process data, and finally the cost. This is the summary of Unit 1. To keep this video short, I'll be making Unit 1 in 3 parts, and this video is the part 1, and in this part we'll start with section 1, identifying the central processing unit. Section 1, identifying the central processing unit. In this section, we'll be looking into following. First one, what is the central processing unit? Second one, main function of the central processing unit. And third one, location of the CPU. Where is it located in the computer? And we'll start with the first one. What is the central processing unit? As you know, in our body, brain is the most important part. And in the same way, the most important part in a computer is the central processing unit. CPU has almost similar functions as the human brain has. So we can call the CPU brain of the computer. CPU is responsible for carrying out all the arithmetic and logical functions. Arithmetic means mathematical calculations. Basic arithmetic functions are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. CPU can perform very basic mathematical calculations like adding 2 and 3 as well as very complex calculations. CPU is also responsible for logical operations. Example of a logical operation is comparing two numbers. For example, let's say you are taking an online exam and the pass mark for this exam is 40. So as soon as you have completed your exam, the CPU will compare your score with 40. If it is more than or equal to 40, it might display a message like, "Congratulations, you have passed the exam." Or else means if your score is less than 40, it might display a message like, "Sorry, you didn't score enough to pass the exam. Try again," or something similar. Here, the important point is that CPU can compare two numbers or text, and based on that comparison result, it can run different instructions. You will learn more about the logical functions in section 2. CPU also controls all the devices attached to the computer by sending electrical signals as per the instructions in the program. You know our brain controls all our body parts, hands, legs, eyes, and everything. Same way, CPU controls all the devices connected to it. like mouse, printers, keyboard, hard disk, memory, and everything. Well, I mentioned that CPU can be compared to the human brain. Now you might be wondering, can the CPU function without human instructions? The answer is no. It is true that CPU is super fast, very efficient, and very accurate, as you might have learned in grade 6. But CPU is not capable of taking its own decisions. We have to tell the CPU what to do. Once we have given the instructions, then CPU is capable of doing it super fast, efficient, and accurate. So how do we tell or how do we instruct the CPU what to do? The instructions for the CPU are written and saved in the computer memory so that CPU can read and execute them. These written instructions for the CPU are called a computer program. So every time the CPU runs, human instructions are behind it as a computer program, since CPU cannot function on its own. Have you ever thought of how is instruction or data represented in the computer or CPU? CPU is a digital circuit. That means CPU is designed to handle digital signal. In the computer, the digits 0 and 1 are used to represent the digital signal. That means combination of zeros and ones are used to represent data or instructions in the computer. For example, if you type the capital letter A on your keyboard, it will be represented as 01, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So everything inside the computer is represented as zeros and ones. Whether it's a text file, audio, video, or colors, everything is represented as combination of zeros and ones. So to be within your syllabus and to keep this video short, I'm not going to go into details how exactly data is represented using zeros and ones or how zeros and ones are generated. But I'll be making a separate video on this topic and we'll put the link in the description in near future. If someone is interested to learn more on this topic, they can check back our channel after some time. Okay, so from what we have learned so far, let's try to answer the question, what is the central processing unit? We know CPU cannot function itself. CPU will simply follow our instructions saved as a computer program. So we can say CPU processes data or executes data according to the given instructions. And also CPU is a digital circuit. That means it can handle data or signal that is represented by digits. In the computer, signal is represented as binary signal and digits 0 and 1 are used. So we can say CPU is a digital circuit that processes data according to given instructions. And also CPU runs in the background for each and every task that takes place in the computer. If it's a click of a mouse, press of a key on the keyboard, or if you connect a new device, on each and every case, the CPU runs in the background. We saw what is the central processing unit. Now let's look at what is the main function of the CPU. We have already seen that CPU cannot function without instructions. We have to store the instructions in the computer. And these stored instructions are called a computer program. So CPU would read these instructions and execute or process them one by one. So from this we understand that CPU does only one thing, that is executing or processing instructions, and these instructions are stored in a computer program. So let's try to answer the question, what is the main function of the CPU? So we can say the main function of the CPU is to execute instructions stored in a computer program. Section 1, the last part, location of the CPU. This is a typical computer system you will find at homes or offices. I know you all must be familiar with all the parts shown here, but nevertheless, let's try to label them. This is called system unit. This is display or monitor, sometimes called as the VDU. VDU stands for Visual Display Unit. And next we have keyboard, mouse, and speaker. Apart from these parts, you might find other peripherals attached to the computer like printers, scanners, etc. But these are the most common parts of a computer system. Can you see the CPU here? No, you can't, because CPU is inside the system unit. So let's open the system unit and try to find the CPU. Here I have opened the back cover of the CPU, and inside you'll find a rectangle shaped circuit board. It is the main board of the computer and it's called the motherboard. And all the parts in the computer are connected through the motherboard. Inside the system unit, apart from the motherboard, you will find power supply unit which supplies the power, CD, DVD drive, hard disk, and the CPU is fixed on the motherboard. So let's take the motherboard out and check. Look at this motherboard taken out from the system unit. Even if you take the motherboard out of the system unit, you won't be able to see the CPU because there are two things fixed on top of the CPU. Right above the CPU, a heat sink, and on top of the heat sink, CPU fan is fixed. Look at this enlarged view of the CPU area on the motherboard. So what is the reason heatsink and the CPU fan are fixed on top of the CPU? Do you know CPU is made of huge number of tiny transistors? In modern CPUs, there are over a few billions of transistors. When transistor operates, it produces heat. So billions of transistor means a lot of heat would be produced. And if you don't remove that heat, CPU would get overheated and would burn or melt as shown in the below image. So to prevent this, heatsink is fixed on top of the CPU. Heatsink will absorb the heat and move the heat away from the CPU. And the CPU fan is to circulate the airflow. It will move out the hot air and pull in cold air. Now you know the reason why heatsink and the CPU fan are fixed on top of the central processing unit. In modern computers, there is a feature that computer would shut down if the CPU get overheated. But you have to always use a heatsink and the CPU fan. If not, your chips inside the CPU might get damaged due to overheat. Now look at this image of a motherboard where both heatsink and the CPU fans are removed. Now you can see the CPU and the CPU socket in which CPU is fixed. Now you know the location of the CPU. CPU is inside the system unit fixed into the CPU socket on the motherboard. Now we have completed the section 1 and we will continue with section 2 in next video. Before finishing this video, I would like you to answer a few questions to check your understanding of what you have learned so far. You can pause the video and write down your answers. Once you are done, you can play the video and check your answers with the given ones. Thank you for watching. If you found this lesson helpful, please like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get notified about our video updates.